Hello viewers, here is air conditioner 4 of 4 from the first night of spring 2026 bulk pickup scavenging. This is a General Electric branded unit. I was not able to get the thermostat to click on the previous time I checked it, but now it's 80 something degrees today and it seems to be in range. Just a quick update for those that didn't see this video. This does in fact work. It seems fine as far as the refrigeration system is concerned. It's just the thermostat seems a little wonky. It's behaving in a couple of different strange ways. But it works. Just needs a new thermostat if desired. I have a feeling we're going to find the same thing with this one as well. So this one is the General Electric AEL05LQG1 air conditioner, and this is from 2012, which I kind of feel like 2012 was the last year for respectably built equipment across a lot of product categories. So we'll see if this is any good. This was probably sold in the summer of 2013, so it's been potentially in use for about 12 seasons. It does have a regular blower wheel fan behind this ridiculous, I don't like these kind of louvers. It's got a regular blower wheel fan in there, so it should be moderately quiet in terms of air noise. And it's really not all that dirty. All things considered, this is very clean for something that's been in service for over a decade, and likely owned by someone who doesn't really care much about air conditioners. It's dirty inside, but not egregiously. I've certainly seen much worse than this. You can't get any information off the fan motor. The information is long gone. Hopefully it's some ball bearing motor. And the compressor it's a rotary compressor. I don't know if we can make out any of the information on it. Let's see if we can. Not quite. The information tag is just, it's too far over. I can't fit the camera through these vents. Alright, well, we're not going to be able to tell what the brand of the compressor is, but it's in very good condition for, again, something that was probably not cared much about. A little bit of corrosion on the bottom, but nothing too crazy. It's lost some integrity over here, but that's about it. This row is fine. Everything on top of this is totally fine. And based on the looks of this, it's either been installed for a long time or it was stored outside. So it's certainly been exposed to moisture. Perhaps it was even stored in the sun or used in a sunny room. This is very yellowed. Alright, let's turn this thing on and see if it works. I picked up a unit very similar to this towards the end of last year, and I've never used it inside, but because it's too moldy, but the test outside seemed pretty decent. This has got a goofy plug on it that blocks the meter. The GFI portion appears to be working properly. Let's start with the fan. It's a little squeaky. There's little variance in the fan speed, but wow, that's a lot of air coming out of there. Is this not a 5? Now it's a 5,050. I don't think that the additional airflow is really giving us extra 50,000 or extra 50 BTU, but that's pretty impressive. I can feel it clearly all the way back by the camera here, which is zoomed in. It's quite a ways away from the machine. This is actually, I think it's noisier than this one below it, the Arctic Queen. but it's not egregious. Actually, just from my own curiosity, I want to plug in the Arctic Queen as well and see how the noise level of the fans compare. Well, the ringer volume is on high. That's good to know. I actually think that the Arctic Queen is a little bit quieter. But this is pushing a lot more air than the Arctic Queen is. It also is a little bit of a smaller register. It's a different sound. This reminds me of the sound of that little 5K Whirlpool I used last year. Yeah, it's hard to say. This one seems a little bit on the noisy side, which I was not expecting because it's got a reasonable fan design in there. But in its defense, that is pushing out a very good amount of air. Yeah, I'm impressed by how far this carries. One of the reasons why I like side discharge units is because the airflow carries further away from the machine. And I can feel this a good 5-6 feet away from it. That's kind of unusual for something like this. I wish this had better louvers though. These things are kind of a joke. There's really no way to get it to angle upwards. It just kind of moves it to one side or the other. And these do have a recirculation problem. This one doesn't seem too bad. These are real bad with that. This isn't too bad. But, I mean, this could have been so much better if this had, louvers that aim upwards. And this actually gets louder depending on where this is set at. It seems quietest like that, so I think we'll just leave it there. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start up the compressor. The unknown brand compressor. The fan is .39 the amps, 45 the watts. What is this one rated for? This one claims to have an AER of 9.7, which is also pretty high for something this small. And it's rated at 4.9 the amps, 520 the watts. The Arctic Queen, which is a couple years newer, is rated for an AER of 11.2 at only 4 amps. It does not list the wattage, which is what you would need to calculate the EER. Here we go. Let's move it to no fan. And here we go. Sounds good. Well, it sounds good in the sense it sounds like it's working. It doesn't sound very good at all. It sounds like a stinking one of those noisy Quinn-Gann compressors, I think. But I hear gas flowing. So I tend to think that this is going to blow cold. And that it is. So this appears to be, at least from a very brief preliminary test, this also appears to be working. Maybe there's just some kind of anomaly going on with the thermostat. It's about 85 degrees out here today. Oh, it's warm, but not anything egregious. Certainly enough to tell if it's working or not. It's about as cold as I would expect it to be, given it just started up and it's this hot out. We're up to about 387 watts, climbing pretty quickly, 3.4 of the amps. Yeah, that's interesting. Between the two of these, I think I like the Arctic Queen better. I was not expecting that to be the case. I was expecting to like this GE one better. I just took a break for a few minutes to let it build head pressure. And it is blowing out freezing cold, but this one is disagreeably loud. That is a very, very noisy compressor. That's got to be one of those GMCC or Quingan, I think is the other one. Those both tend to be kind of noisy. It doesn't sound horrible. It's got kind of an interesting tone to it at certain angles, but it's very loud. Very, very loud for a 5000. It's cool and good though. I could hear, this is so loud I could hear it upstairs in the kitchen with the window open. It's so loud. That is 5.19 the amps. 596 the watts, almost 600 watts. This is not very efficient at all. 5.2 the amps. Now, in its defense, the condenser is plugged. There's very, very little airflow coming through here, so I bet if we clean this off, yeah, this condenser is so hot I can't even keep my hand on it. And maybe that's why the compressor is so loud. That could be contributing to that. Yeah, this is scorching hot. $606 the watts we're up to now. That's a lot. I should not be using that much. It's only rated for 520, so this is running way over spec, and I'm gonna guess it's because our coil is just blocked. Yeah, I'm just gonna shut it off. It's too hot. No point in running it like this. It's already done that for probably several years. But it's working, it's cooling. Alright, so this one works as well. Surprisingly, I like the Arctic Queen better out of the two. It's quieter. But this works, and I suspect with a good cleaning, it'll work good as new and not draw 600 watts anymore. So this one, I guess it was thrown out for no reason. I don't see anything wrong with this. I'm amazed at how clean it is inside, considering how dirty it is outside. That coil is completely plugged. I can barely see any light through it. So it's definitely been used, but for whatever reason it's clean inside. Alright, well, we'll clean this up and either use it as a loaner or give it to somebody or sell it. I don't know. It's a good enough machine that I wouldn't mind having this on hand to give out as a loaner, because I trusted this would work pretty reliably. I think these are decent quality for the time period and the cost that they were initially.